There we go. What's up? I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I was watching The Godfather this morning. It's on Netflix. I'm so excited because the last time that I was able to binge watch The Godfather, which is probably my favorite movie of all time, if we're going to be honest about it, it was 1997, and I'd moved out to New Jersey for a summer of doing Wild West comedy shows at Six Flags. What was it? Six Flags Great Adventure, I think was the name of that. Six Flags there in Jackson, New Jersey. And I lived on the Jersey Shore. I only owned two. I had a VCR, I had a 13-inch color TV, and I only had two VHS tapes. One of them was The Godfather. The other one was Billy Madison. And I binge watched back before binge watching was a thing, when it was just two VCR tapes in rotation over and over and over and over and over again ad nauseum. But now The Godfather's on Netflix, bitches. So I'm going to be binge watching the fuck out of that. And what's up? All right, so I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. That is, I think everybody needs more comedy these days. So I've got my CD totally baked that I have put up on a link, which I will put in the comments or the description of this video. It's this CD right here. It's got my best prank phone calls, radio bits, live comedy, heckler battles, all that stuff. And it's usually like 10 or 15 or 20 bucks, depending on where you pick it up. But I've made a special link where you can just get it for free. And I'll put that into the description or in the comments here below. And otherwise, just hit the share button and give me some comments or some questions. It is Monday, January 8th, 4:20 p.m. I'm jer-dog. This is the 420 report. I had a great weekend last week doing stand-up, man. It turned out to be a little bit challenging on Thursday with a 12 fucking hour drive to Prestonburg, Kentucky, but it was kind of a cool gig that I was looking forward to in a state park, a tavern in a state park. So I'm always up for new and interesting and different experiences, but I drive 12 hours to perform for 12 people. Apparently people in Kentucky aren't used to anything below freezing temperatures. So they all just stayed in, and the only folks that came to the show were like the ones that were holed up there at the lodge where the tavern is located. But they were a good time, man. They sent me up a shitload of shots, which usually I don't drink Fireball, but I guess after I've driven 12 hours through the Kentucky mountains, Fireball makes me fucking funnier. So thank you to you 12 rednecks that were there at the Jenny Wiley Tavern in Prestonburg, Kentucky last Thursday for making that a fun night. Therese Wright, I love your hashtags there. And Chip Sobel, look at that, joining in. I had lunch with my friends Chip and Tom Sobel from the Comedy Caravan in Louisville on my way out the next day. So that was a lot of fun. That was a good fucking day. That got me primed for doing comedy that night. It got me in a really good mood. I woke up that day already lodged safely and secure in the state park, so I was able to go for a nice hike that morning, get my shit together, get my thoughts together, do the little morning meditation right out there in fucking nature, and then drive to the Kentucky mountains, meet up with some friends, Tom and Chip Sobel. I'd never met Tom before, but it was good to have lunch with those guys for an hour or so and hear some old stories from back in the day. Those are two dudes that have been at comedy in the comedy game for 30 plus years. And I love hearing those old school stories about, like, what Ollie Joe Prater or someone like, heckler battles, clever ways that they dealt with hecklers. They told me a story about, I can't remember which one it was, but they pulled out a squirt gun and he was like, yeah, it's loaded with pee and aimed it right at the heckler. So I love hearing stories like that. They can tell you the story way fucking better than I can. But I have some great news. Like I said, the CD that I have totally baked. I've got it on a special link that I will put in the description or the comments below, where you can just get it for free. I want to put out more free comedy, an offer you can't refuse. Something that I learned from watching The Godfather years and years and years and years ago. If you really want to if you really want to do business with people, make them an offer they can't refuse. I'm not talking stick a fucking gun on their head. I'm just talking give you some free comedy. Who can refuse free comedy in this day and age when everybody gets all easily pissed off, especially on fucking Facebook? No offense for any of you Facebookers right now that are watching that like to scroll through and start shit online. I like to do it every once in a while as an avenue to create material. But I think we need a little bit less of the bullshit, a little bit more comedy, a little bit more laughs in our life. So I'm going to put up some free comedy shit for you guys, totally baked. It's an offer you can't refuse. What else I learned from The Godfather? A lot of shit, man. If you don't get the gig you want, just cut off their fucking pet's head and put it in their bed. What else did I do a show? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. Then I drove to Hinesboro, Illinois on Friday night for a show at Teresa's 2. That place was sold out, jam-packed. Thank you guys, everybody, for being there. What a fun fucking night that was. That was another gig where I left with new material, which is probably what'll happen when I go to AJ Bailey's this Friday night, January 12th. This Friday, January 12th, I will be at AJ Bailey's in Bay City, Michigan, where my Bay City friends and fans and followers, if I got anybody watching right now, hit me up with the share button for sure and let everybody that you know in the area that I'll be at AJ Bailey's in Bay City this Friday night. January 12th, doing just a 90-minute one-man show. I think I might have a special guest show up. I don't want to promise or guarantee anything right now because you never know, but there's something in the works as far as that goes. So it'll be jer-dog, possibly a special guest this Friday night, January 12th, AJ Bailey's, Bay City, Michigan. Who else is in? Chip Sobel, Leave the Hack, Bring the Good line, Chip. Leave the Hack, Bring the Cannolis. And what else do I want to fucking learn? A lot of shit about actually that applies to comedy from watching The Godfather, like, make them an offer they can't refuse. Someone doesn't give you a gig, just leave a fucking horse's head in their bed. Don't get married in the 1940s. It always seemed like those were the targets. Like it was always the wedding where the FBI came out, taking the pictures, and Sonny Corleone starts beating the shit out of the photographer at the beginning. I always thought that was funny as hell. Brandy Melissa Hornstein. Hey, what's up, girl? How are you? Anybody out there from Michigan watching right now? If so, let me know. Hit me up with the share button or a like button and help get the word out about my show this Friday in Bay City, Michigan at AJ Bailey's. It's going to be a good time. The last time I was there, I got more material than what I came with. There was this guy in the front row. It turned out that they'd been married for like 35 or 40 years. And I asked his wife, so do you still put out? And the husband goes, only when she's asleep. And I put that up on YouTube. It's pretty funny. It doesn't have very many views, so maybe give me some help on that. I'll put the link in there. And if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate that as well. It's at The Bar Comic on YouTube. I'll show you all the crazy shit that happens when I do the show, because I can't do a lot of live broadcasts from the road. I don't know who's got good Wi-Fi or who doesn't, but I can do it from right here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when I'm at home, just chilling, talking shit, and putting out the the free comedy. So I'll put up the link on that. My CD, totally baked. It's got prank phone calls, heckler battles. What else has got on there? Some prank phone calls, heckler battles. It's got my best radio bits from when I did Wake and Bake back in the day on the Stone and Double T show on 104.9. So again, the link will be in the description or one of the comments below on the video. Later on this week, I'll actually be joined by my good friend, Willie Farrell, who gave me some great advice back in the day, and we'll talk about that when I could do a Hump Day Happy Hour Facebook Live on Wednesday. Otherwise, that's about it for today. come out and see a show. All my Michigan friends, fans, and followers, I'm really fucking hungry. Who else is joining in? Cliff, thank you for joining in. Hit me up with some shares and some likes and some comments. I try to answer them all. Go to the link that I put up in the description or the comments below, and you can get my free version of my CD, Totally Baked. So that's what I got out for you. It's an offer you can't refuse. What else did I learn from The Godfather? Blood is a big expense. Blood is a big expense. Shell Braden, what's up? I'm going to wrap it up, though. We're coming out to your area soon with the game show. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of game shows with my friend Daryl Moon coming up. And Daryl Moon is a prime example of keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Back again tomorrow, Tuesday, January 9th, with another 420 live video blog. I'll see you then at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. And otherwise, come see me this Friday and spread the word. Thank you very much.